that just.
So what do you? So let me ask you this: what do you think the likelihood of you come out with shitty children?
If you have a lot, it's gonna be one.
It's not very likely.
If you have enough,
like if you got 5 kids, one of them's gonna be like a mess up. Be for real, like you gotta be serious, and it's not a direct correlation of your parenting all the time.
So then we also understand the dynamics of
they want to try something.
You know, children have. You know how children have. The parents have favorites, and there's the middle child, there's the oldest child, there's the baby, and parents treat children differently, and they have different outcomes. But if you are effectively, like intentionally parenting, you should be able to mitigate the risk of you having a shitty child. No. That's just the facts.
You can mitigate
to the point of almost elimination.
Can I speak as the shitty child? Let me speak as the shitty child. It's me. It's me. I had both parents in my household. I had wonderful grandparents. I come from a very affluent family, right? And I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm the only one with, you see all these tattoos and carrying on? I'm the only non-scholar in my family, though I have been working for myself for 20 years. But the outside influence, definitely, because I come from an affluent family. So I went to a hood school, though, only because they were really good schools. And one of my parents went to all of those schools.
Which one?
So I went to Alcee Corey Hamilton.
So I'm saying, which parent? I don't know. I don't know what the school is.
My bad. I was like, what? My dad. My dad went to these schools, knew all of the teachers at those schools because they were still there. Like a lot, well, not still there, but a lot of his classmates were at the school. So like everybody knew me. Even my dad was a substitute teacher at one point in one of my schools. So I'm like, I come from a very affluent family. And when I encountered the kids at those schools, like that came from like the projects, because half the school was from the projects. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, take me where you live. I want to go. It seemed so fun. I'm like, oh my goodness, I gotta go.
Let me ask you this:
it took me my 20s for that parenting. It took me the end of my 20s for that kind of parent, because I had some very good parents. I had some amazing grandparents. And so it's
you had very good parents, amazing grandparents, and your daddy exposed you to the hood school and the project.
Yeah, because a hood school is a neighborhood school, right?
Yeah.
So like that means it could be in the hood, but it could be one of the top schools in your city, because mind you, school rating is based off of testing. If that school has a gifted program, that's the best school in the city.
We're saying affluent and hood at the same time. They were both.
They were very good
projects. We using that in the same
sentence. I said half of the school were from the project, because the projects were right up the street, but the school sat in a very black, very like money neighborhood. But the projects were like a couple of miles. Well, no, it wasn't. It was like a mile away. So
it was hood adjacent.
It was hood adjacent, right? Okay. So I encountered kids from the hood. It's the hood now, so that's why I call it a hood school. But I encountered those kids, and that was so fascinating to me because of what I had seen I had always seen black business owners, attorneys, doctors. I had been around all of that, and to see something in contrast to that was
so let me ask you this. You saw black businesses flourishing, black people on a successful level at a high rate. What did you see in contrast to that compelled you to be like, I want to go over there?
She's rebellious.
Because those kids wore all of the clothes that you saw like in the music videos, and
so they was dressed like
they were doing I wanted to wear all of those clothes. I'm coming to school in like Saks Fifth Avenue, and I'm just
you like dressed modest, and the girls were dressed like hookers.
Were your parents strict?
They didn't dress like hookers. This was the 90s.
Were your parents strict?
Very.
I had strict parents.
That's the fuck up right there. That's the fuck up right there. And people don't understand that part. there is such a thing as balance.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm telling you. No matter what you say, we're always going to be able to find out where the fuck up is. That's the fuck up right there. You can't do that. You can't be so strict to the point where you're gripping them, right? You want to lead with an iron fist. That's going to cause rebellion.
Oh, no,
and that is quite true, because as soon as I got to college and I didn't have any more rules, I went and got piercings, I went and got tattoos, I went and shaved my head.
All that tension was like a rubber band.
I was like, I can't wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
I got one question. I got one question.
What else did you do, Lush?
Hold on, wait. Listen, I got
my first kid.
I got
say that on YouTube.
I got one question for Bo.
Found her husband.
Bo,
What's up?
the guy that didn't want to help you around the house and you did 100% of the work, was he from the hood side or the affluent side?
Affluent.
God.
So let me ask y'all. So look, can I?
Hold on, wait a minute. You found the one. Hold on. You found. Wait a minute. Well, listen. You found the one motherfucker on the affluent side that didn't have no job and didn't want to help around the house either.
Oh no, he had a job.
He probably thought he was too good to clean.
Yeah, sometimes they make lazy kids. Just because your parents got it going on, don't mean you got it going on.
Hold on, wait.
Men should not be cleaning the house. Men should not be cleaning homes.
Yeah.
Why are you guys asking men to clean your homes?
So what are they going to do when they're single? Who's doing that for them when they're single?
Amira, do you work? Do you work?
Yes, I work.
You
but
work.
I'm saying, you as women, you do not make a man. You do not let a man clean your home. That is your job. That is your home.
What does he do when he's single? What is he doing when he's single?
I can't have
the house.
What is he doing when he's single?
Well, that's why he has you. That's why he's not single.
No, when he's single, what is he doing?
No, you're there for.
Y'all got this. I can't have this conversation. I can't
That's it.
No.
That's deplorable behavior to think all the time I am just somebody's, just whatever they say. I'm just like, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm jumping, I'm humping. I'm not. No, not at all times. No.
All the time.
Hold on,
You're
so
going to be considerate of my desires as well, because I'm a human being. That's not a gender role. Cleanliness is not a gender role.
So if your man called you to be submissive and clean up, you telling me you wouldn't be the one to be the soul cleaner?
You mean like that's just all I'm doing? That's it. Just that's my sole purpose in life now is cleaning.
No, I'm just saying, take care. Look, baby, I'm gonna marry you. Take care of the household.
Oh, okay. You're going to work? I mean, because that's what I do now. Like, I don't work, and yes, I do clean. I do make meals. I do take care of the kids. But what I'm saying is her as a working woman.
So to her point, I can agree with that. If he's working, he's got you out of work. If you agree with that, then fine.
Oh, I don't have a problem with it as long as I'm not working.
Yeah, but if you got to go to work, then okay, I can understand your plight.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Then we both should be.
Before we do that, Amir, who's responsible for the bills in your house?
My husband.
Okay, there we go.
She works by choice.
I work by choice, but my husband is not going to lift a finger at my house. He just won't. He doesn't lift a finger, and I work.
Finger in the house.
Hold on.
Like you work for your choice.
Did the women just agree that
not because you
they didn't have to work, that they would be homemakers?
But most women say that. Most women are only complaining about when they have to work and then come home and wash dishes and cook and clean laundry and take care of kids.
Ray, did you just say that if your man was a sole provider that you wouldn't be a homemaker?
We have a housekeeper.
What the?
Ray, what you doing all day?
Don't you do none of that.
Ray, what you gonna do?
I love that for you. No, you go. I love that for you.
What would be your day? Just like
so you hold on. So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me you gonna have this man go out and work?
She like, girl, what you mean?
To pay all the bills and cover all of your expenses and lifestyle, and then he gotta go pay another woman
to clean the house.
Come in here to clean
I
up.
would never have another woman
But
clean the house.
in her defense, I'm not gonna lie to you. My husband asked me a few weeks ago. He was like, "If you're really having a hard time and you would like a moment to yourself, I saw a cleaning service that's only $40 and it'll clean the whole house for like."
Oh, I know what he did. It's a tactic we use. He's calling in the home. He's calling in an extra person to come do the duty, but he's fucking her on the side.
doing that.
What? No. What?
That's why you get a big housekeeper. You know, they don't come looking like that.
Now y'all want an ugly housekeeper? No, fuck that. If I have to pay a housekeeper, she gonna be the baddest goddamn housekeeper on the
Absolutely not. We're getting a male housekeeper, and that's that. We're getting a male housekeeper, and that is that.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a male housekeeper.
Give me a second.